How's it going, YouTube? I wanted to make a quick video right now. I'm laying down in my bed watching, YouTube through my TV, and I stumbled across this video. It says Tila Tequila talks about Illuminati Part 1 US Government New World, right? What grabbed my attention is the views. This was posted 3 years ago, right? And it got 2,000 views. I mean, she's not, A-list, star, but she's well known for her shows and things of that nature. But she's exposing the demonic system that I always speak about. She's exposing how they suppress the truth through people's channels, through whatever she goes on to say that she got booked on a show, and because the truth she had been spreading, it was canceled. She goes on and on. I'll play a little bit of it when you get some time. Maybe you can check out the whole thing. But anyways, I'm just trying to show you, even the stars, whatever happened with her, whether they blacklisted her, she's part of the cancel culture, she said something, didn't do something they wanted her to do, you become a target. So she speaks about how she's being gang stalked. This is what I'm talking about, how gang stalking, back when I noticed this world was different, this wasn't mainstream. So this is God exposing everything and anything and all the demonic system that we live in. It's gone mainstream, but they're suppressing the truth. They're suppressing the videos, you know. Um, just like my channel, it's got 91, what, at this point, 91 subscribers. It should be way more than that, way more. The Lord has showed me that they keep there's a way that they suppress it where only a certain group or a certain region can see the video. They own the company. They got all the gadgets, and software to do what they do, right? YouTube is owned by what? Google, right? Google is owned by whoever it may be. Like you got Bill Gates now. He jumped into the vaccination. From what, Microsoft. I mean, it's just all tied together. This is why I always preach. You have to use your discernment, your spiritual eyes and spiritual ears. So she too is now going through what many of us call oppression or a persecuted saint. She won't last long. The only thing that will keep her alive is the blood of Jesus. Like Cappy, when Cappy started going off on Tom Hanks and he started pointing fingers to Steven Spielberg and all the rest of them, he only lasted a few months, right? He was found, and they always make it look like you committed suicide. They chucked him off of a bridge, and then on Tom Hanks's Twitter, he was mocking him, Route 66, and then there's a cap of a soda on the floor and it had a P on it, and there's a one glove. If you haven't seen it, you might want. So right there, he's saying we put a hit out on. He's gonna die on Route 66, which he did. The Cap P is his last name, Cappy, and the cap on the soda had a P on it, Cappy. The one glove, I guess that's their subliminal message saying that they're gonna murder him. So, and they did, but he wasn't covered by the blood of Jesus. Us as warriors, we got to, by all means necessary, finish our race, and we need to be willing to lay down our lives spreading the truth so others might be saved, right? And God searches the minds and hearts of men. When he sees that in an individual, yes, they'll go through trials, but it's only going to sharpen them. Like the saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That's very true. That's very true. But anyways, I'm gonna play a little bit of this so you can check it out. What she talks about is what we all talk about. Um, Another reason they suppress your videos is because if they see you're beginning to get subscriber after subscriber and thousands of views, it's going to encourage that individual with the channel to make more. So they don't allow it to grow, but they don't want to make it obvious either, you see. So you got to use discernment on how they do these things. No one's told me what I'm saying. God has showed me this through the Spirit. And I stumbled across this, and I watched it, and I'm like, well, there's another confirmation of what I've always said throughout my videos is happening to her now. So I'm going to play a little bit, let you check it out, and then I'll end the video.
Hey everybody, it is Miss Tila, freedom fighter. So I'm making this video because now is the time, and I am about to release some very important documents as well as proof, so you know. And once again, I want to thank you all for your support, because the more you support me, the more I'm able to speak out for you and expose more truths to you. Because I'm the only one here doing this, and they continue to block me out and do whatever they can to discredit me, to make me disappear, because they know they can't just point blank assassinate me, because I keep telling you and warn you ahead of time. So if they do that, then everybody will know that they murdered me. So they're going to try to kill me in other ways, and I'm going to point out to you a few things, a few of their tactics that they're doing that to prevent you from being fooled. Okay. First of all, once again, and please pay attention and download this video, because I set it up so that you all can download the video and repost it everywhere, as much as you can, so everybody knows what's going on. Because this is not about me. I'm only going to start out to prove certain things about what they're trying to do to me first, so that you know the truth. That way, when I continue on subject matters about what they're doing to everybody else, then you know who's telling the truth and who's the good guy and who's the bad guy. Apparently, I'm the good guy. Okay, first of all, as far as these haters, again, let me point out to you that, sure, there's, haters here and there, but they're just like random idiots that's like, whatever, war, and that's it. But the ones that work for the government and the CIA, they have their drones that they hire, and there are masses of them. It's called gang stalking, and they're getting paid to do that. They're getting paid to build Tila hate sites, and a lot of those government-owned sites, or corporations like Facebook and even YouTube and all those sites, they have ways to block out the people's comments that are supporting the cause. And what they do is, they're very cunning. I will give them credit that they are very smart. They're very smart. But unfortunately for them, so am I. And I have been doing this. I have been on the inside. I've been an insider for 10 years now. So I know exactly what's going on. I'm able to directly point out when they have made their presence on my site, on all those other sites, and I know what they did. So what they're doing is they're blocking out all the majority of the comments of people who are supporting the cause, people who are sick of being lied to, and they block all of you guys out. They even try to block out my posts and status so that people can't see them, so that I'm being silenced. And I continue to say that that's against the law, or actually, they get you brainwashed, because we are all born as human beings of this planet. So we have natural God-given rights to say as we choose. They don't have power over our lives. Okay, we have something called human rights, which is
It's a demonic system that censors through the media, through YouTube, everything. If they hear you exposing the demonic system or preaching the unredacted truth of the Most High, Yeshua HaMashiach, the Ruach HaKodesh, which is just the Spirit of the Lord, they will censor you. You will become a target. You will become hated. But God says, if you deny me, son, before man, when you get to that great white throne, I'm going to deny you before my Father. And I'm going to say to you, depart from me, you who practice iniquities, for I never knew you. And that's when the individual will get cast into the pit, the lake of fire.
The law of the universe. The fact that we were born, we have a voice. God gave us a voice. So therefore, we're able to speak our minds. So that's what I mean. There are certain personal, human, universal laws that we have rights to, okay, and they don't have rights to control that. Okay, let me get to the point now. I want you guys to be very well aware, because everything I've been saying so far has been proven right, because I say these things ahead of time. So how is it that I can predict it ahead of time and then it happens? There's your confirmation that I'm not lying to you guys. I'm on your side. I'm risking my life, which has been severely impacted by the fact that I'm standing up for you guys and the people. I'm risking my life. I'm risking my career, because they own all of media and all that. So I'm risking my life, I'm risking my career, I'm risking everything. I'm putting my ass in the line for you guys, for us. Do I have to do this? No. I can easily not do this, because it's not really doing me any good. It's not getting me paid. It's only ruining my life. So that's how you know that I'm speaking the truth, because I have no ulterior motive to do so anyway. All it's doing is ruining my life. And that's the main reason why a lot of the celebrities don't speak up for the people, because they want to maintain famous, and they could give a rat's ass about you. They want to be glorified. I mean, they want to be famous and make their money, and as long as they're being pushed out in the media, they're going to continue to be puppets to the
Demonic puppets,
government.
like I always speak.
Well,
she knows.
The reason why I'm speaking against them is because I've had enough, and the more information that I have come across about everything they're doing, it just stuns me, and there's no way I'm going to just sit here and be quiet. And the fact is, the media has done nothing but harm my life, so I owe them nothing. So anyways, I want you guys to notice that do not be fooled by these so-called online bullies, because now that I've called them out, they're very cunning, they're very clever. So now that I've pointed that out and you guys are seeing that.
These are the Agent K's that comment on our channels. You're delusional. You need a doctor. You need your meds. They're the vice handlers of the world. They're the Agent Smiths, the Agent K's that I always speak about on my video. She has them too. They're probably on another tier. We're dealing with the lower level perps. They get paid through gift cards. They get paid through used cars. You know, whatever. You know, these that are they're assigned to her channel or her platform. They probably make a little more than the Agent K's and the vice handlers that we deal with.
For your own eyes, of the fact that, you know, these are not regular haters. They go on and they bully you and they bully you, and they write these long things to portray me as this liar. Like, well, look what she did here, look what she did there. They spend all their time making these websites. And I mean, for instance, the most recent one was when they kept bullying everybody and tricking people into thinking, oh, well, how come Tila hasn't shown her face? And like, why does she always post pictures from like 3 years old? What's wrong with her? She must be so cracked out. Oh, I saw her recently at a gas station. She looks so haggard. And, you know, so they start to build all this.
Like I've said before, that Satan's tactics don't change. They've worked for 6,000 years. We're going into the millennial reign, the regime change I always talk about. His tactics don't change because he's already perfected the deception upon man, right? The only thing is the times and the age change, technology changes. So now they have more tools and devices of the devil, as God speaks about, to persecute God's saints, his elect, the 144. So she's just giving her perspective. They've tailored her persecution. She's being persecuted not because she's a saint, not because she's a 144, but because she's exposing their tactics. So there's different reasons why people are oppressed, persecuted. Let's just say they're put on the list, right?
Propaganda against me, and slowly you guys start to believe that and get confused. But do I look haggard to you? So now they stop talking about that. Now they say, oh, what's wrong with her face? Did she get surgery? Again, this is also trivial, which is my point. The point is, they start to, and again, they're getting paid by the government. They are part of the CIA. They have their drones.
They're